Hi there, Trojans. My name is Cedric. I'm 23 and I'm originally from Belgium. And I was an international exchange student at Troy back in 2017, majoring in computer science. And I'm so excited to talk to you today to share my journey to my first role out of uni and to also give you some advice. First of all, I would like to give you some context. I've always been very interested in the technology industry. So I was always like coding something, a website or an app, or you can name it. So for me, a logical step was to actually enroll in computer science when I went to uni. And I really enjoyed that actually. It was a great time, but I also found out that I had other passions as well. And it seemed that I was getting more interested in the business side. So that's why actually afterwards I completed a master's in management here in the UK. And yeah, now I have both degrees, and I think it's the best of both worlds, having both the technical knowledge but also the business knowledge. And I think it's very valuable for my first role right now. Um, so actually talking about that, I'm a project manager at Cisco here in London. So I'm a customer facing role. So that means that I'm actually working on implementation projects with Cisco customers. So customer buys a product from Cisco and then it needs to get implemented, and I work on these projects as a project manager. And I think it's a really cool job in an amazing company because you just work with a lot of stakeholders, a lot of people within Cisco, but also at the client, within different departments, and just not no single day is just the same, and that's what I think makes it very exciting. Um, so yeah, I would like to just share some advice with you, what you could actually do right now already, making the most out of your time at Troy for your future career. And I think the first thing I'd like to share with you is that you have to follow your passions and do something that you love. So for me, there is no point in doing a job that I don't love. I really look through the lens as in, if I do something I love, if I do a job I really enjoy doing, I just don't see it as work, and I will not have to work any day in my life, not a single day in my life. Um, and I think while you're at Troy, it's a great opportunity to think about what you want to do, to think about like who you are as a person, and what your passions are and what your values are and so on as well. So yeah, that's one I would say. Two is network. I strongly encourage you to start networking today because it's such a valuable skill, and it will help you so much finding a job, but also in your future career. So it's a lifelong skill. Um, and you know what they say in business, right? It's about what you know. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. So I think that is something that you strongly need to focus on right now. So you could actually do that everywhere, right? You could do that on campus, like connect with your students, with your peers, connect with a club or join a club, and so on. And then you just take it one step further and keep maintaining these contacts through social networks like LinkedIn, and you just see what people are sharing. And at a certain point, if you have a network built up, you'll probably have some sort of job in mind, and then you can just try to see your works at that company and see like how you can go there with the connections that you have, who might be able to introduce you. I'm sure career services has great opportunities and great resources for you to network. So yeah, I would say reach out to them. Um, and then the next one I would like to touch upon is that you really have to like make the most of your time as a student as well. Again, seek opportunities. They will not come to you most of the time. So during summer, go for an internship, or just during term time, you could do some side projects, or you could maybe start your own company at some point, which I did during my studies as an undergraduate student. Um, and also, I think what was very valuable for me is to have an international experience. So my study abroad through Troy, for example, was very impactful in getting to know more people, but also getting to know more cultures, how people work, how people behave, and so on. So I would strongly encourage you to reach out to the international office and see what the opportunities are there as well. But yeah, I think that's also quite important. So it's about what makes you different, right? Why would an employer hire you over your peer? So it's about that as well. And then the next part I would say is just never stop learning, and actually like don't be afraid to ask. If you have questions for people, or you would just like to meet certain people, just send them an email or just ask a question straight away, because you will be amazed by how many people would actually love to hear your questions and love to connect with you. So I think these are my main three tips for now. I think career services, like you have great resources at Troy, and I think career services is one of them, and they've been truly impactful in my journey as well. And yeah, you can go to them for service like a resume review or a mock interview, or they might be able to help you network and find your first job and so on. So yeah, if you have any further questions, reach out to them as well. I'm more than happy to connect with you and to talk. And yeah, if you're interested in Cisco opportunities, we have both full-time and internships. And yeah, it's really great. It's a really great company where we're voted the #1 on the best workplaces list in the world. And yeah, it's, as I said, it's a really amazing company. We have opportunities worldwide. So if you'd like to know more, go to jobs.cisco.com and you can apply over there and find out about our opportunities. And yeah, the last thing I could say to you guys is I'm sure you will do a great job, and you will do great in life. And I wish you all the best.